What is going on, you guys? We have the car in the garage, which means you already know what's about to happen. We're doing some work on Venom here. Now, ignore everything else around this. Oh, this is from last video. We have this big old box here, and it says Kooks on it. And if you haven't read it, in the last 5 seconds, 3-inch off-road, 15 Coyote 4 kit only. Basically, we have headers. We are doing a Cat Delete. So this is our Cat Delete system right here. I haven't even opened this box yet, so let's go ahead and open it up. See how beautiful these pipes without cats are. Oh my gosh. I didn't get the right ones. I need a step, basically I need a step down from here to there. So, now that that's all wrapped up, I will see you guys in a couple days once we get our step downs in. And we're back, and here we have, hopefully, the right parts. So let's go ahead and open this guy up here to see, or to make sure I should say. I ordered 4. They told me it came in a pack of 1, and I'd have to order 2. Just to have an extra box for a Cat Delete, sweet. Yes, finally. Just like that. And then this one gonna come out just like that. Haha. Beautiful. Let me open up the next one, and then let's go ahead and get started on bringing in the car and starting to install this Cat Delete. All right, so, whoops. Let's go ahead, get the car jacked up. So go ahead and start putting in this Cat Delete. I hope it actually works. Based on what I'm looking at here, as I put these pipes together, the pipe slants. So I don't know how exactly this is gonna work. Now we do have some more set of pipes on the inside there, so we're gonna try to see what we can do about this. Let's go and get the car jacked up, take a look at everything. All right, you guys, so we do have the car jacked up pretty high, if you can't tell. Doing a little wheelie there. The reason why we have it jacked up so high is just so we have the most amount of room to work under the vehicle. And we do have the e-brake on, but let me put the car into gear, just for safety. So, I'm hoping this is gonna be easy. Based on how this was before, can't be too much bad, too much worse, right? So that's the pipe that we're gonna be undoing there, or the whole cat. Oh, so the slant seems to be fine. I actually have the pipes already, which means I have 2 sets that I can return now. Let's start by disconnecting our O2 sensor, just a little clip there, unplug. What am I gonna need here? I'm going to need a pair of pliers, wire cutters, and something to pull this guy off. I'm gonna put some anti-seize on these bolts actually after I rethread them, just to get the all that crap off of it. Let's go ahead and grab a pair of pliers, wire cutters, and I think after that we should be good. So we have our set of pliers. We're just gonna pull off this locking piece right here. What this does is it prevents the bolt from coming undone. There we go. We got that there. Don't want to lose that. Why? Because I don't have an extra one. Then this baby slides right off. And now we can actually take off this bolt here. And then we're going to do the same thing on this side. So this one ended up getting bent. It's cool though. We're just going to end up rebending it back into place. And then slap that piece off. Boom, just like that. Now I believe these are 14 millimeters. So let's go ahead and disconnect that. And let's cut this off first before we go ahead and do that. So we'll just cut off this zip tie here. There we go. Take this guy out. That's gonna be garbage for later. Beautiful. Now let's unplug this one and cut this guy out as well here. Headers are holding up very nicely. So let me go ahead, get something to disconnect those, and then we should be good. Aha, it is a 14. There we go. We got one baby out. Gonna put those together just so we don't lose them. Let's go grab our ratcheting wrench. Not a ratcheting wrench. Our electric ratchet. Just to make this process a lot faster and easier. So now that that guy is off, oh, this pipe is stuck on there. So let's go ahead, disconnect our active exhaust so we don't break anything. Let's get our rubber mallet, and we gotta hit this guy. All right, So I figured it out. We have to jack up the car, then I have a jack holding up the rest of the exhaust, because the exhaust, just call it clamps, was holding everything together. So basically, I have this piece off now. The only thing that's holding it right now is just corrosion. So I think if I, yep, just wiggle it, it'll pop right off like that. So let's go ahead and put that aside there. We have our other pipe over there. Let me get out of this crawl space here. Hopefully, what's not the hard part is those O2 sensors. I did go to the store and pick up some wrenches last week when we thought that we were going to do the, whatchamacallit, cat delete. So, we have our 7/8 cents. This seems too big. Let's go and get this O2 sensor off. Best way to do it is to put something, hold it, and basically, just like that. I'm so glad. Oh, if you guys ever take off your O2 sensors, ever, what I recommend doing actually, damn, loud car. What I recommend doing, if you're ever gonna take out your O2 sensor, just ever in general, put anti-seize lubricant on it. The reason why I say that is because that, as easy as that just came off, that did not happen when I put on my headers. Ugh. I'm not too sure if I had a video of me taking off the O2 sensors in my header video, but basically I had to struggle with it even though I only had like 1,000 miles on the car. It still came off with a fight. So this goes on, what side is this? Passenger side. So I'm just gonna lay it down there to orient it. Same thing here. I'm just gonna put our wrench on it, hold it down, and just hit it. Beautiful. Just like that, easy enough. O2 sensors are coming out without a problem. Now that that's all off, I'm gonna take off this color here. Let's go ahead and put these guys to the side. I'm gonna need to get those clamps off. And let's go ahead and find our mid pipe. This is our right side. It says it in red and also says RS, meaning right side. But like I just said, before we go ahead and put the O2 sensors in, we're gonna grab our anti-seize copper lubricant. And all we're going to do, I recommend getting some gloves for this. Now all that we're gonna do here, we are just going to put a little bit of anti-seize on the threads. And this will keep it from getting corroded from the heat and everything on the cat. And then let's go ahead and feed it in. If it doesn't go in as smoothly as this, then you're cross-threading it, so try again. Let's take our pipe here, or our wrench. Make sure it's nice and tight, and we're good. Easy as that. Let's go ahead and grab our left-hand side. It's blue, says LS, left side. Grab some anti-seize here, and just ring it all on the threads here, preventing it from getting corroded. Lap that baby in. As you can see, mine's not wanting to go in. I'm not gonna force it. I'm just gonna keep trying. There we go. Feed her in just like so. Let's get our wrench. Tighten her down. This long handle wrench helps a lot as well, guys. It helps a lot with having a lot of torque to tighten these guys down. Same thing with loosening it. The longer the wrench, the better. As you guys, you know, physics, longer the radius, more torque applied, things like that. So yeah. Now that part's done, the easy part is just putting this guy back on. Now what we do need though, is the clamps off those guys over there. And I need my rubber mallet because those things are stuck. So all we're gonna do is just hit these guys. Boom, look at that. We'll take these guys off in a little bit. So as you can see, with that on, it does form an angle. I wanna see if these do the same thing. And these do, okay, I wanna make sure because with these on there, I was getting kind of nervous because I was like, how in the world is this supposed to fit? But beautiful. Now that that's on there, we have our clamp. It should fit nice and neat. Now, what I'm gonna do, just because I've had these headers on for so long, as you can see, you know, it's got a little bit of corrosion on the nuts right there. All I'm going to do is I'm just going to run these threads all the way through. Perfect. I did that with this one. Now I'm gonna do with all 4 of them, and then we'll go ahead and start putting in the cat delete. All right, now this should, and I mean this should, Doesn't mean it will be the easy part. All we gotta do, we got our bolts right there with our nuts. All we have to do now here is just set up the exhaust to line up, just like so. It's going to fit just like that there. And now all we have to do is just put in one bolt. I forgot how I had this here. One bolt through here. Line it up here. And then all we're going to do is let it hang while we put one of our studs on. Now this is hard to do with one person, so if you have an extra hand, I highly recommend using it. Excuse the dog barking. Beautiful, we have a couple threads on there. It's not gonna go anywhere. And then we just have to do the same on this side. Line that baby up. Put our nuts on there. Now that that is lined, let's grab our ratchet and we're just going to set it up for how we want it. All right, so I tightened it too much. So we're just gonna loosen it a little bit. And let's turn this. There we go. So we have an idea of where it's gonna end up at. We're not gonna tighten it down just yet. We do have to twist this pipe a little bit just to make sure everything's set. Now let's go ahead and put in our driver's side. All right, so our alignment is actually looking pretty good. All we need now is just our collar, just to hook it on. Let me go grab the collar. Yeah, so all we really need, just hook this guy on. Oh geez, no. Let's pull our exhaust back. Okay, just a moment. I pushed our exhaust out just so we could get all the piping out. Let's go and put this guy back on. Come on. Beautiful. Damn. That was easy enough then. Perfect. Now, let's go ahead and do the same thing with this side here, and then I'll show you as we tighten everything down. All right, so we have everything where we want it for the most part. So all we're gonna do is just pick everything up and tighten it all down now. She's pretty tight. Now do the same thing on this side here. Try to get it as leveled and lined up as possible. All right, good. We still have some clearance. Turn the pipe a little bit. Beautiful. Let's tighten these guys down now. Plug this guy in. Plug this guy in. And all we're gonna do now, we're just gonna zip tie them back up here. This guy was zip tied up to this main harness right there, and then this guy was zip tied up just like that. Let's go ahead and tighten down our collars here, and then we'll be done. I'm not gonna use the gun, it's over there. Just don't feel like putting a battery in it. Plus it'll probably take longer to put a battery in. Use that than to just tighten it by hand. All right, you guys, so we are done. And of course, we can't finish the video without a cold start and a couple of revs, some exhaust clips. So let me go ahead and get a cold start here. Then we're gonna go. Then we are going to go to a different location because I don't want to piss off the neighbors with me revving my exhaust. But let's get a cold start.
Okay, so at a cold start, it doesn't really sound much different at all, actually. So I'm sure once we open it up, it'll definitely get a lot louder. I don't even know if you consider that a cold start, considering that the temperature on it was already at 115 degrees. So let's just go ahead and get some revs of this, because I'm pretty excited just to hear what it sounds like on the road. Okay, so just initially driving, I don't even think I passed 2,000 RPMs. The car is popping and cracking a lot more. And as I start to drive away, just letting off the gas, it is already a lot louder. You can't really hear it in the car, but let me see. You can definitely hear that, I'm pretty sure. So let's go ahead and get where we need to go and let this engine warm up so we get some revs in it. Alright, you guys, so that is going to be it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed that. I know I love this exhaust clip. So basically, let me go over what we have here. We have Kooks long tube headers, then we have a cat delete now. Before we had the high flow cats on there, and then we basically have an X pipe that goes directly straight to the stock active mufflers. So basically the whole system is straight pipe up to the stock active mufflers, and that's where we are able to keep our quiet mode so quiet, just because of how insulated the mufflers are from Ford directly. Now, I do love how the quiet mode is still so quiet. The first rev I gave was quiet, second was normal, third was track, and I'll go ahead and put that at the bottom, as you guys already saw. So I do love the fact that it still keeps its tone the same, but the volume definitely got louder. I can't really hear it from being inside the car, but I'm sure you guys somewhat were able to tell a little bit of a difference when I did the little pull. But anyways, that is going to be it for today's video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or comments or any suggestions, just drop it in the comment box down below. If you guys want to hear what the car sounded like before, I'll go ahead and link my header install video at the here, somewhere at the top. You'll see it there. But other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.